We'll do some recording on Venn diagrams. We're going to be able to describe Venn diagrams as interaction between two sets in a universe and be able to answer some questions. Complements and intersections will be talked about. So a fitness club has 60 members. 60 is what in this universe of aerobics and yoga? What is 60? Is it A or Y or what is it? It's everything. So this whole thing has to add up to 60. Now A has 28, right? And B or Y here, the yoga, has 17. What's the problem with 28 and 17 though? There's some overlap. Did they tell us what the overlap was? Oh, wait a minute. I put 17 isn't right. What is Y supposed to be? 28, excuse me. And did I get A wrong too? Great. Okay, we'll start over. 35, and then this one is 28. How's that? And then what's the overlap? That's 17, isn't it? Okay. So what is 17 going to do to this region P? Because 17 is the intersection Q. By the way, that's A intersect Y. That's going to be your Q. All right? And the number of that is going to be Q. And Q was 17, right? That's 17. Then it says find the value of P. Well, what's P going to be? If Q is 17 and all of the aerobics is 35, then yeah, it's just going to be 35 minus 17, which is going to be 18. That's your P. Good. Calculate the number of members of the fitness club who attend neither aerobics course nor the yoga course. So in other words, what is this out here? Okay, so what we need to know then is I'm going to erase this and this. This is 17. This is 18. What would this part out here be? 11. They gave it to us already. Perfect. All right, so now if you add those three up, what do you get? 46, 35, 36, 46. Yep. So if there's a total of 46 in here and a total of 60 overall, what's this neither going to be? Yep, 60 minus 46, which is just going to be 14. Okay, so I'm going to take those out. 14, and we're all set. So calculate the number that were in neither, 14. Shade on your Venn diagram A intersect Y, except A has this little by it. What does that do? What do you think? So A is everybody in aerobics. What do you think A is? No idea? Yeah. Just only in aerobics? Nope. You're close though. That's what 35 would be. Or excuse me, 18 would be only in aerobics. Good guess. Anybody else want to try it? I'm going to circle those that are in aerobics in blue. Okay? Those are the people that are in aerobics. What do you think this means not? When you see the it's not in A. So what do you think not A is going to be? Everything else. So it's going to be 14. What other number is going to be in it? 11. And so if you're not in A, it's going to be 14 and 11. Okay? Then it says intersect that with Y. So Y is going to be this. So what's the intersection of the yellow, which is not the blue, and the Y? What is it? Just 11, yeah. Just this part. A little tricky. Do you get it, though? Does that make sense? A lot of stuff going on here. So make a little note. This is the complement, the not A is what that means. Complement of A, not A. So we're going to do some practice of this shading. Let's do, you try these. See what happens with A, B, C, and D. As we continue with Venn diagrams, we're going to get probably a little more complex dealing with the idea that A is blue and B is, I wonder if that yellow is going to work. There we go. So A upside down B, is this intersect or union, do you remember? The union would be U, upside down is intersect. Yep. Okay. So we did this before, but I'm going to have you do it again. Hold your hands like this. If you have greater than 2 and less than 8, that's the intersection of those. And what do you see underneath? Upside down U. If you go less than 2, greater than 7, now you've got the union of those two. So union is both, intersect is the overlap. Think intersect, or I like the word overlap. Which color is overlapped? Green, yep. So that's the intersection of A intersect B. And I'm going to write it in, if you don't mind, A intersect B, because then you'll remember that. All right, now these are unions. So what happens here is with union, I can just use all the same color. So A union B. See how the overlap and A and B are included? Union C. Can you see how all of that is just all one? These are all unions. So this is A union B union C. All right, let's do not A. So here's A, not A. It's going to be all of this. I'm going to use blue. There's not A. Anything that isn't in A. Then intersect with B. So I'm going to use yellow. So which color do we want for the intersection of not A and B? Yellow or green or blue? Green, yep. So this is going to be not A intersect B. Great. Now let's try something a little different. A intersect B. Well, I know that's going to be this part. Whoop. I'm just going to color it in because I know what it is. Right? That's the intersection of A and B. Union C. So there we go. A little circle with a, you know how the Cupid doll look with the hair. Has anybody ever spiked their hair like that? I think Ferris Bueller did that. There you go. How many got D to work like that? Any questions on that? All right, I'm going to have you do simple. If you're a gentleman, you do E and G. If you're a lady, do F and H. So guys do E and G, gals do F and H. Here are the answers to these. Do you have any questions on any of them you having trouble with? They all right? Did I do them right? I hope. Okay, so for tomorrow, for Monday, you're going to answer these questions, a little bit of probability here, and practice these Venn diagrams. These are great problems because, and these are right off of old IB tests. Like those questions a lot. But the reason I want you to do those problems is because on Monday we're going to be working on a Venn diagram invention that you're going to do. You're going to invent your own Venn diagram with 2 or 3, whatever you choose. If you want to push yourself, do 3. If you want to just do something kind of straightforward, do 2. Pick 2 groups, have them overlap, and then you're going to come up with your own symbols, like, you know, A intersect B, A not, or intersect not B, whatever you want to do. You're going to come up with a couple of different situations, and we're going to pull probabilities into this. So you're not going to put 11 or 28. You're going to put 11 sixtieths or 28 sixtieths as probabilities, and we'll talk about that. And then you're going to come up with your own 3 questions about them, and then you will show the work and then have your answers. And we'll start that. It's just like these examples that I had, except you're going to make up your own. So it's going to be like this, but you're going to make up your own question. Does that make sense? And you'll come up with something that's important to you, and then you're going to actually put pictures, images in these sets, in these groups, and then you'll ask 3 questions, you'll show the work and answer them. Pretty straightforward. And you can start thinking about that if you want, and then have these problems due for Monday.